Beneath the glittering lights of Paris, a city of dreams sleeps peacefully. The Eiffel Tower stands as a beacon of light, a testament to human ingenuity. But hundreds of kilometers above, in the cold, silent void of space, a chain of events has already begun. A forgotten relic, a derelict space station, drifts in the darkness, a ghost of a bygone era. It hangs there, unnoticed, until a tiny piece of debris, no bigger than a marble, makes contact. A soft, almost imperceptible tap, but in the perfect vacuum of space, even the smallest push can change everything. The massive station begins a slow, deliberate rotation, its trajectory shifting, its orbit subtly decaying. Above the peaceful skies of Paris, a storm is gathering, born from silence and neglect. It wasn't always like this. This station was once a crown jewel, a symbol of international collaboration and technological pride. Astronauts from around the world called it a temporary home, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. It represented our boldest aspirations, our reach for the stars. But as years passed, newer, more advanced projects captured the world's imagination. Budgets were reallocated, and priorities shifted. The station was decommissioned and moved to what was called a graveyard orbit, a supposedly safe, stable path where it would drift harmlessly for centuries. Out of sight, out of mind. It was left unmonitored, abandoned, and slowly, inevitably, forgotten by the very people who built it. Inside its metallic shell, there is only darkness. No signals, no life, no memory of its glorious past. It was once a symbol of human achievement, until it became just another piece of space junk, drifting in silence. That one tiny nudge, that gentle tap from a stray fragment, proves to be the first domino. Pushed from its stable orbit, the station begins a slow, inexorable descent. Its new path intersects with a dead satellite, another forgotten ghost from a past mission. The collision is catastrophic. The impact tears the station and the satellite apart, creating hundreds, then thousands of new pieces of debris. Each fragment becomes a projectile, a metallic bullet traveling at over 17,000 miles per hour. This cloud of shrapnel expands, colliding with other satellites. Commercial, military, scientific. Each new impact creates more debris, triggering a chain reaction that begins to spiral out of control. This is the Kessler syndrome, a theoretical nightmare becoming a terrifying reality. Orbital simulations show the debris field multiplying exponentially, a deadly web of metal enveloping the planet. From one tiny nudge, a storm of space debris was unleashed, a storm that no one could stop. On the ground, the first signs of trouble appear. In radar stations across Europe, screens that were once quiet suddenly light up with thousands of unidentified objects. Alarms blare, and operators stare in disbelief at the chaos unfolding above. The world's orbital infrastructure, the invisible network we rely on for modern life, starts to fail. GPS satellites go dark. Weather forecasting becomes impossible. Global communication links are severed, one by one. Air traffic controllers watch as planes disappear from their screens, their tracking systems suddenly blind. Military command centers scramble to understand the source of the disruption. Is it an attack? An act of war? In control rooms around the globe, phones ring off the hook, red lights flash, and the orderly blips on screens dissolve into a fast-moving, unintelligible mess. Satellites fell silent. Signals disappeared, and the world below, still oblivious to the true cause, entered a state of growing alarm. As darkness falls, the chaos in orbit descends to Earth. In Paris, the city of light begins to flicker. The failure of GPS satellites causes traffic to grind to a halt. Navigation apps fail, sending cars down non-existent roads and into gridlocked intersections. Traffic lights malfunction, creating dangerous free-for-alls at major crossroads. Then, the sky puts on a terrifyingly beautiful show. Pieces of debris, pulled into the atmosphere by Earth's gravity, begin to burn up. A spectacular, metallic meteor shower streaks across the night sky, a cascade of fire. But these are not natural meteors. They are fragments of our own creation, returning to us. The spectacle turns to panic as larger pieces survive re-entry. Sirens wail as several fragments, glowing red-hot, slam into the ground near the Eiffel Tower. Crowds scatter in terror, the idyllic Parisian night shattered by explosions and the sound of twisting metal. What once floated harmlessly above was now raining down, beautiful like a meteor shower, but carrying hidden danger. In emergency command centers, a desperate search for answers begins. International space agencies convene, sharing data, trying to make sense of the orbital apocalypse. Is this a coordinated attack? A new kind of weapon? Top analysts and astrophysicists work frantically, running orbital simulations backward. They trace the debris fields, following the chain reaction in reverse, trying to find the point of origin. Hours pass. The simulations crunch terabytes of data, mapping every collision, every fragmentation. Finally, the lines on the screen converge. They all point back to a single source. One object. The culprit is not a missile or a weapon. It's the old, forgotten space station, abandoned over 15 years ago. A single, neglected piece of junk. As the realization dawns, the room falls silent. The chaos wasn't caused by an enemy. It was caused by our own forgotten past. No weapons, no secret plots, just a forgotten relic, waking up unexpectedly. The immediate crisis eventually subsides. The skies clear. In Paris, life slowly returns to a new, more fragile normal. The Eiffel Tower continues to shine, but it now stands as a witness to the night the sky fell. Above, Earth's orbit is forever changed. It is now a minefield, a glittering but deadly testament to our carelessness. A slow, panoramic view reveals the vast debris fields, glinting in the sunlight like a celestial scar. We were lucky this time, but the incident serves as a stark and terrifying reminder. Space doesn't forget. Every bolt, every panel, every shard of metal we leave behind remains. It waits patiently, a dormant threat. Each piece can become the spark that ignites a catastrophe, a chain reaction that could cripple our world in an instant. This time, Paris was just a witness. Next time, it could be the entire planet. Thanks for watching. If you found this story thought-provoking, please consider subscribing for more content that explores the fascinating and sometimes frightening frontiers of our world.